Yes, indeed, powerful people. This is another episode of Breaking the Machine. I'm your host, Ahmad the Poet, alongside my partner, Spank the Bank.
What up, dog?
And today we got a powerful episode. Today we taking another incremental step in shifting the culture. Today we got Mike Bey in the studio with us, man. We got the owner of a credit consulting company, Loyalty Creates Fortunes, in the studio with us today, man. Powerful brother in the studio. How you doing, brother?
How you doing, man? How you doing? Glad to be on here, man.
Man, it's a blessing, man. I know this has been a long time in making. I know we was talking before the cameras came on. This is something that we was trying to put together. We did another episode, somewhat of a financial literacy. Just trying to, or how do we start building wealth with credit? With our man Jay on, because Jay, he's really familiar with credit and stuff. So I feel like this is a long time coming, just getting you on, and so it's a blessing. It's an honor to have you on. I appreciate having you on, man.
I appreciate it, man. I'm just glad to be here, best podcast, and hopefully, I'm pretty sure I enlightened a lot of minds, because when I learned this information, I was enlightened too. So it's time for the people, to break the machine.
So my question is, how do people get into the credit space? Is it something that you go to college for? Is it a degree that you got? Like, how do you even get into the financial literacy credit repair space?
We only deal with the law. I'm dealing with the law. You feel me? Facts. Not I can make a quick 500 and credit sweep you. I'm dealing with what is credit. We always talk about what credit can do for us, but we never say what is credit. Have you ever asked that question, or was you just going off what you told?
I was going off what I was told.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So the way I like to, if you want me to just go ahead and dive straight into what I'm going to present to y'all.
Okay.
I like to ask people this. We live in like the United States, right? God bless America, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I want you to understand who told you that in school, right? So what I want you to do is, if you can get your phone, I want you to Google 28 USC 3002. And then I want you to scroll down to 15. Hey, whoever Spank go like he got it going on, he like to spank the bank.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and read 28. That's 28 USC, which stands for United States Code. 28 USC 3002. Scroll down to 15A. It's gonna give you a definition. It's gonna tell you what the United States is. Now, I'm not making this up. This is federal law.
All right, you said 15A.
Yep.
It says United States means a federal corporation.
All right, bet. So now we're not in America, the country. This is a corporation we're dealing with. So when you're dealing with corporations, what are you dealing with? It's our business.
Mm-hmm.
It's our business. But we think we citizens to a corporation. You know how crazy it sounds to a person if you was to go and say, I'm a citizen at Google. Google is a corporation. You understand? So how do you have a connection with the corporation? It's only one way us as people can have a connection with a corporation. Do you know what that is?
Employees.
We definitely not gonna be doing that. Which is funny that you said that, because when I'm gonna dive into later, your first Social Security card, the first one, actually you signed it, it said employee signature. You see what I'm saying? But it's being a consumer. A business can't do nothing without its customers. You get what I'm saying? So I want you to go to this definition. I want you to go to 18 USC 911.
18 USC
911, yeah.
911.
And the reason I'm saying, I'm just telling y'all, because I don't want y'all people thinking I'm just making this up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you what it is, you can look it up, and you can read it. And I want us to get the clear picture that at some point in this process of life, we've been lied to. We've been lied to,
All right, so it's a 18 U.S. Code 911, citizen of the United States. Whoever falsely and willfully represent himself to be a citizen of the United States should be fined under the title or imprisonment, not more than 3 years or both.
Okay, so if you saying you're a United States citizen, you can literally go to jail for 3 years and get fined. So if that's something that you want to rep, you feel me? Is that something that you think you would want to rep?
No, if I'm gonna go to jail.
All right, so your relationship between the United States is business. You're a consumer to the United States.
So why they tell us to be mark off citizens on our jobs and stuff like that?
So you can lose your power. So you don't know what your power is. So here a fun fact about the United States. When we're dealing with the United States as a corporation, the most important fact you should know about this, one of the key facts, is in 1933, President Roosevelt enacted the Emergency Banking Act, right? So this is just I'm just giving you the history so we can understand what credit is. So we don't need to be just saying that's how I get a car or how to get a house. We need to know the source of it. So the Emergency Banking Act actually took the money off of gold, suspended the gold standard, right? So when it did that, everything became based off credit. And all the debts of the United States, all the debts of the people became the responsibility of the United States, which is what? A corporation.
Oh, so
this is the law, though.
So the reason why the United States, our debt is to the United States because they took our gold and silver, correct?
Exactly. That's what HJR, if you look up, you ain't got to look that up because that's a long read. HJR 192 is telling you, that's House Joint Resolution 192, is telling you that all debts, public and private, is the responsibility, the obligation of the United States, which is a corporation, which means us as the people, we can't have debt, literally. It's literally against the law. There's no way you can have debt. By law, though, right? Now, what I like to do next, I want to stay on track because I don't want to, as you can see, this topic kind of deep, so I can kind of go there and go there. I want you to go to, so when we're dealing with, transactions, only transaction it is a consumer credit transaction, right? We consumers, we have credit, and anytime we, go into a transaction, it's based off our credit. But what they never told us in school is about the truth for lending. They never gave us the definitions. They never asked us, what is credit? Who is creditor? So I want you to look up 15 U.S. Code 1602 and go to F, I believe. That should be the definition of credit.
15 U.S. Code 1602?
Yep. And then scroll down to F. I want you to read what that is. That's the definition of credit.
The term credit means... The term credit means the right granted by a creditor to a debtor to defer payment of debt or to incur debt and defer its payment.
All right, but yeah, this is a straight up reading class today, y'all, just in case y'all didn't know. We reading, we learning. So it's the right granted by a creditor. Now, we was taught a creditor is what? When we go into to get a whip, Capital One about to give us a loan. You know what I'm saying? We was taught that credit acceptance is going to get us together as long as we make these payments. But I want you to go to the next definition. It's going to tell you what a creditor is.
The term creditor refers only to a person who...
Stop. It refers only to a who?
Person.
We people, right?
Right.
So we creditors. Right?
Right.
That's what the law say. But on your consumer report, which they call a credit report, it say everybody else is the creditor. Somebody lying, bro. Somebody lying. And it's the people who taught us. So what's happening is we living in reverse. We go into these buildings where everybody dressed in suits and everybody look very professional, and all they doing is pretending to be us. Because all the power when it comes to this United States system is with the creditor. Now, let's keep going down. This is where it's gonna get kind of speed up for it. Now I want you to go down to I, 15 U.S. Code 1602 I. Well, L. The L, not the I. We're going to do L first.
A, B, C, D. What kind?
J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
P, yeah. All right, bet. I'm at L.
So that's the definition of a credit card. I want you to tell me what that is.
All right, the term credit card means any card, plate, coupon book, or other credit devices.
Continue.
Existing for the purpose of obtaining money, property, labor, or service on credit.
Okay, bet. So any... right? That's the first word. Any card, plate, or coupon book or other credit devices to obtain money, property, services on credit. Any of them. That's the key word I want y'all to understand. So when you buy a car, what they asking you for? They ask you for these things. What they ask you for?
Credit history.
What else?
Your job statement.
Yeah, pay stubs.
Something else they ask you for. They always ask you for.
Your social.
Your social security card, right? They won't even let you get a card without your social, right? Unless you just got the whole balance. Now, when you go to DTE, what they ask you for? They need that social, right? You can't even turn your lights on, no utilities, no cable. You feel me? You can't even get a house. They ask for that social. Why they ask for that social? Because that social was a credit card. The social was a credit card. Matter of fact, when we talk about HJR 192, now I'm gonna tie it in for you, the history of the way it works. The reason why, so United States, all debt is the obligation of the United States. So think about the United States Treasury, right? That's where the treasury is at. Your Social Security account is connected to the Treasury. And anytime they get that account number, because it's an account number, it's not for identification, it's an account number. Whatever transaction you are entering in is paid in full immediately. from the start of the transaction, because the definition of a creditor, we extend credit. So when you go get a car, you're extending them credit to extend back to yourself, because they can't do nothing without you. We're the life of the economy. That's the way it works. So when you go ahead, get a car, let's say they tell you to put $5,000 down, which is illegal, because a finance charge is all the sum of all charges, right? Every single charge is included in the finance charge, so there is no down payments. You're supposed to get separate insurance that's included in the finance charge. That's 15 U.S. Code 1605. These are all the laws. So my question is, why nobody ever taught us this?
Damn, nigga, you like Morpheus in this motherfucker. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm still kind of nervous, man. I'm still kind of nervous, bro.
I'm like, shit.
I'm still kind of nervous, bro. I'm trying to get the nerves going.
Oh, shit. Wait, so if they know, how do you break through the bullshit, right? You go, let's say we in one of those circumstances, we going in there to get the car. How do I break through that bullshit of, hey, I need this, what do I tell them to be like, yeah, I know the code, fuck that shit, give me the real,
hey,
give me the real.
It's not that easy. Let me tell you why it's not that
okay.
easy. Because they don't want you to know. It's a game. It's a game, bro. If you got a car dealership and Spank is a financing company and I'm coming in there, you know what I'm saying? You just throwing a lie to Spank. Look, we already got this. We hit the credit card. We gonna give them to y'all, and y'all can make them pay on this that's already paid for the terms which y'all got going on. We the only people who don't know what's going on, and most of us don't read. So reading is the most important thing for our people to do. Our people shall perish for the lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
You know, if you go back to the Bible sense, you know, God told us to be a lender, never a borrower.
Right.
You know, so they kind of like, you reading these codes, it kind of like, that's what I was thinking about. Like, damn.
It really is biblical.
Yeah, it is.
It really is.
It is.
I actually wrote one down, like, what is it? Romans 12:2, to say, be not conformed to the world, but be transformed by the renewing of the mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
So think about it. Everybody else in the world think they debtors. But when you get a hold of this information and really overstand it, like car notes, bro, like I don't pay a car note, bro. I don't pay a car note at all. My car note, before I got into this information, was $5.55, 32. Like 32 cents. They even wanted that, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They even wanted that, bro. It's like, damn. Look, now I don't pay a car note at all. I can show you my credit report, consumer report, and it says monthly payment 0. You see what I'm saying? Because they can't give us credit. Credit only come from us. And when you challenge them to validate the debt, they can't validate the debt, because by law, one of the 5 ways to validate the debt is to say who the original creditor is. And the original creditor is always us. So can't nobody validate that. Nobody.
So you didn't have a lot of run-ins with them, or you just?
No, it's really a paperwork game. You feel me? Because a lot of people send disputes like, man, we gonna dispute and get your credit right. But bro, if I am credit, you feel me? If you're a creditor and credit come from you, why am I trying to get my credit? Like, why? What? No, I'm not about to send no disputes. I'm about to tell them to do this right now. You feel me? Because you messing. This is like, they say it's a report card. You know, like, how is it a report card? I never went to school with Experian, bro. You feel me? How they gonna give me a report card? That's how they getting access to my private information, which is against the law. Like, it's like, for everything we think is normal, it's literally a law for it. Literally, like, it's a law. They can't put any transaction with your social security card is not supposed to be in your consumer report. And the only transaction on your consumer report is with your social. So why is that happening? Why is when people saying they do credit repair, they're not talking about this, though? You get what I'm saying?
So why is credit repair illegal?
I mean, credit not broken, bro. You just don't know what it is. You feel me? It's not broken.
Damn.
How is it broke? You got a cast on right now?
No.
You natural people, bro. There's no way credit can be broken if credit comes from you, bro. You extending credit. The system is fucked up. You know, we can cuss on here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get comfortable. I got to say a couple of them words. But yeah, the system is really what's messed up, because the system was designed for us to be failures. Think about it. Like, you go to kindergarten all the way elementary school. You in school like 6 to 8 hours of the day. That's prepping you for high school, which prep you for college, which prep you for a job, bro. What prep you to how to be a boss? Wealth. That's what's holding our people back. Why do people from other countries come over here and get all the gas stations?
Yeah.
Why we don't got no gas stations? You feel what I'm saying? What do they know? What don't we know? What's missing? You know what I'm saying?
I'll be trying to figure out how them Indians own all the parking lots.
Yeah, they
downtown.
do. Yeah, they
Like,
do.
What is it?
Like they even own Farmington. Like they got Farmington Novi.
On farming.
Bro, I mean when you go out there, they all out there, and I'm like, how do
Nova.
Yeah, like how do y'all get so privileged to live in these nice neighborhoods? You know what I'm saying? We built this country.
That's a real question. Like, how do you own the parking lot, dog?
Yeah.
Everywhere downtown, they own the parking lots. Like, how do you do that?
But you know, you ask them. I be asking them at the liquor stores and the gas station. Like, man, we work hard. You know, we all sleep in one house. You know, we don't. But they tell you they don't borrow money from the government. Mm-hmm. Like Arabs, they tell me everyone I talk to them. No, we don't take no money from them.
Right.
But I still don't understand how they even get the store.
I mean, I'm not an Arab. You feel me? I don't know. But what I do know is they can't borrow money because there's no money to borrow. I just told y'all that. Like, that's don't change because you come from another country. It sound like to me they come into this country and getting the benefits of this corporation. That's what it sounds like to me. They coming on our land and getting the benefits for the corporation.
I mean, it's called the land of free.
You got to work for it. That's what they don't tell us. You got to work for it. You got to read, bro. It's really reading. Like, you ever heard the pen is mightier than the sword? You feel what I'm saying? The stuff that, like, when I send paperwork off, that's spiritual, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is a spiritual, like, most people can't even understand this information because they spirit not right. And most people, when they get the information, they try to execute on it, but it don't work because they spirit not right. Yeah,
a lot of us is taught being broke is being righteous.
Shit,
a lot of us don't want to be rich because we feel like that's the devil.
That's the devil, yeah, because it was so brainwashed in us to think that.
When we think about righteousness, we think about Gandhi. We don't think about Mansa Musa. We think about Gandhi. No detachment. We don't think about throwing the gold. We don't think about sharing the wealth. We think about having nothing to share.
Right. Yeah. And that's, I mean, I think that's just that mentality of that this generation is breaking. Like, it's going to be people like us that's going to be able to say, hey, man, no, we don't do that no more. Like, a lot of us, like, even the RICO cases that every rapper catching, I think that's 18 U.S. Code 196 or 96 or something. That's in the federal law, too. Let me make sure I don't want to quote the wrong thing. Like, he was talking about the RICO. You know what I'm saying? It's 18 U.S. Code. Yeah, 96. I was right. That's the RICO case. So everybody, we was taught the feds, they going to come get us, bro. But you really doing crimes. And the law is really defined in the detail. You doing everything, you know. But nobody told us that the federal law protected us as consumers. We never learned that. So we ended up learning how to break the law just to make ends meet, not knowing that we was protected by the law from the begin with. You know what I'm saying? From the jump.
So you telling us we should go by the term consumers than citizens?
I'm telling you that if our people represented and understood what a consumer was, just like they represented being black, everybody would be wealthy. Everybody. That's what I'm telling you, for sure.
So basically, like, all right, so like I got a car. They call me. Is that a violation or anything? Or them calling me?
Bro, they can't call you, bro. How they gonna call you? What if you working or something? It's so many. If you look up 15 U.S. Code 16, I'm always gonna go back to the codes, bro. You feel me? Because I ain't making that up. It's 15 U.S. Code 1692. I want to say C, but I don't want to say C. I know how to deal with communication though. It's like they can't contact you. They can't send you mail with the logo on it. That's a violation, and that violation is $1,000. And every single violation that they actually do is $1,000 a piece. They telling you owe money. Like for example, when you get a bill in the mail, a quote unquote bill in the mail, it says an amount on there, right? And it probably be like, say you got a car or something, and your car note say $500. When you open it up, it say account balance $500. You know, then it say all these other words like, please take advantage of this opportunity. You know, all these type of things. But that $500, that's a positive balance, right? So why are you paying the positive balance? Anybody? Why are you paying it? Now look, if you send $500, if I was like, bro, what's your cash app, bro? And I just sent you $500, it's gonna be a positive balance. But if I was like, hey, bro, let me see your cash app real quick, and then it say negative $500, you gonna think I just finessed you, bro. You gonna be like, I owe him how I owe $500. Like when you no different from the bank. You know what I'm saying? When you overdraft in the bank, it's a negative number. You oh yeah, I gotta pay this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or you probably gonna dispute it and close the bank. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to pay it. So why are we paying these positive balances? That's false and deceptive tactics. That's a violation. They telling you to pay a positive balance. That's not money you owe. They telling you how much credit was used. It's a statement.
So I was seeing this Discovery commercial about credit cards, and they were saying the bank supposed to save you money, but why you have fees? Come join us, you won't have no fees. So that did make me question, like, dang, the bank do is make us pay fees for like late payments or whatever. We do get fees, but
they make money. That's their business model. That's not us. We creditors, bro. Think about it. Even like if you look at anything you finance, it's usually a bank saying they loan money when that's illegal. We need to understand that as the creditor, as the consumer, as the natural person, that all credit comes from us. That's what we are. It's kind of hard when you first hear it. It's like, how, bro? How do I got credit, bro? Because there's no money. It's no money. All debt is the obligation of the United States. Look up 18 U.S. Code 8. It's gonna tell you that, and it's gonna literally even say bills. So even if you didn't know none of that, and if you just knew that, you can't pay bills. You can't pay bills, bro. It's not real, bro. Bills they don't exist. That's a part of slavery. Living in debt is a part of slavery.
I believe.
Yeah, we believe that.
Yeah, for real. That's a part of slavery.
So how did you come into this knowledge? Like, what made you even come across this?
I'm gonna say it started in like 2018. Like my Uncle Bey, I was like, he a complicated dude, bro. But I went over like on the east side, pulled up on him. He just was always talking like, just, how you hear somebody just talking like so knowledgeable. He was like, man, what you talking about? So I just kicked it with him. And then he had all these bills, bro. Like, and I was like, what you about to pay all your bills? He said, I'm about to pay my bills. This is money. Like, they ain't sending me bills. They sending me money. All this stuff is money. I'm like, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Then he went on to tell me HJR 192. You feel what I'm saying? Then he went on to tell me like all this other stuff about history, and then I got on the path of credit, learning credit. And then I started, Ozma and Umar is two of the most powerful people. It's like really now understanding consumer law is if you don't get on this train right now, you're gonna get left behind. Cause ain't nobody doing credit no more. I mean, ain't nobody that credit repair. All right, it's cool, get it together, but you need to understand your power. It's not about the benefits. The benefits gonna come, but when you understand who you is, you know what you got to do. It's as simple as that. Like credit score is not even real. The credit bureau is not even really real. Like the law said, they are an assumption. They've assumed a major role. If you assume something, that's not a fact. So why they got so much leeway on this? You can send them one piece of paper and just delete everything. Literally, I mean, that's what I did with me. Damn. You literally telling them they violating our rights all day, bro. All day, every day they violating our rights. And when I do my consultations with people, they be like, bro, this is crazy. But in my consultation, the difference is I'm literally showing like case studies from with my real address on it, showing that they send me this, saying that I owe I got one with West Creek Financial, 0728. I sent them paperwork and they sent me this back. And they talking about, well, as courtesy to you, we're going to say this account is paid in full. What did I send them? I know one thing. If one of y'all owe me $720, bro, it's nothing y'all can tell me, bro. They'd be like, all right, you straight, bro. You feel me? It's all about enforcing our rights, learning our rights, like our real rights. Like they want to teach us about slavery. They want to teach us about all this stuff. That's why I dropped out of school, bro. I was in school. I was in college, bro, and I was staying in an apartment. It was $355 a piece. It was 4 of us. So what's that, like over $1,400? But it had like 50 units. So I'm like, bro, they get like 50 racks a month. How do I do this? Then there wasn't no class. Then I said, oh, they don't want me to know. You feel me? So I left school. I called my mama the next day. I told my mama, I don't want to do this no more. I want to be a businessman. That's how I started my journey, for real.
That's crazy. I like how you tied that in. That was the original question I asked. You tied it all in. Yeah, that was good.
That really was the truth. It was, bro. It really was the truth.
I just feel like, man, it's just crazy information, just especially how the world is shifting.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's even triggering some of that nigga shit in me. Like, oh shit, I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because we wired a certain type of way to think. You know what I'm saying? You can't the system is unbeatable. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You got to break in and step. You got to go through the system to get you like going through it. I know it. I know the code. I walk through it. Like, dang, you can't walk through it. And you got to go around and knock on the back door and say, hey, man, it's Rick. I'm at the door. Like, you talking about I walk through it. Like, walk us through that, right? So you said you just send them some documents or you send them a letter, and that helps you through that process. You can't just anybody do that. Is it a process to build up to it, or is it some type of relationship that you have to establish with these people over time?
It's really about anybody can do it, but it's a knowledge gap. So it's up to you how. It's pretty much all these laws I'm telling you. Like when I stay them off, I'm not just saying them. I'm seeing them. So go look at them. You feel me? And read it, because you're gonna see for yourself. And once you do that, something gonna trigger on you. Like, hold on. Because when I first heard it, I'm like, what? I ain't paying no more bills. Instantly, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm doing is pretty much I'm letting them know that I know the laws on paper, and I'm sending it to them. And just pretty much constructing a statements of truth, all facts. You can't be facts never lose in court. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but. If I'm literally stating the law, you can't beat me. And when they send me back a paper and they're trying to ignore it, they have just defaulted. Because what I just said to you, you got to rebut everything I said line by line and prove that I'm wrong. But if I'm using the straight up facts, you can't prove that I'm wrong. Therefore, you defaulted. Therefore, whatever I asked you to do for my remedy, you have to do it by law. And you don't want to go to court because you can't win. Court starts on paper.
So is it somewhat similar to like a chess match? Because I know in wholesaling, they give you, well, when I took wholesale class, they give you a script. You say this, the seller gonna say this. Then you say this, then he say this. So do you walk, the people that you consult, do you walk them through, like, once you send this, they gonna send you this. Then you send them this, then they gonna say this. And then you gonna send them, then they say they gonna do this.
Do you have a playbook?
It's not a template, right? See, everybody's situation is different. Some people you send them paperwork and they immediately, like Capital One tried to give me a hard time. They even send me
I know.
Look, Capital One, and this is recent though, like around June. Like I stopped paying my car note like May or June. I had came back from Cancun and I started learning this stuff. But then they had sent me some paperwork like, you owe this month, what they try to say, I owe like 2 months. It was like $1,100 or something. So I'm like, man, let me get this paperwork together. And then they gonna send me, we about to come repo your car. I was like, oh no, I'm not about to be the nigga who got his charger took. You know what I'm saying? Not me, sir. So I ended up, pretty much I constructed my documents and I sent it to him. You know what I'm saying? See, but when I'm doing it is, I'm sending it, like if you know me, I'm always at the post office. I'm sending it in the mail with return receipt, certified mail. So once you got that, I know you got it. So you've accepted what I'm saying to you. Because once you got it, you opened it. You know what I'm saying? You got it, you open, you ain't just get in and look at it. And if you did, that's your fault. As soon as you get that, the clock is ticking for you to respond to me based on the terms in that paperwork. And when they send something back, I'm looking for one thing: doing what the hell I said do, or you just messing up some more. Because they're going to default, because corporations are just pieces of paper, bro. Literally. Like, you can't go talk to Capital One. You got to talk to a representative. You feel what I'm saying? You can never talk to Capital One, bro. You can never talk to Google. You can talk to people who work there. But our power as natural people, we speak for ourselves, which makes us the majority. Corporations are minorities because they can't speak for them.
Will they try to settle with you or anything?
Yeah, they gonna try to. That's what Capital One. Like Capital One is really like, I really got Capital One. They really hate me. They probably see me. They probably square up. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you understand the stuff they can't do, when you get your original contract, your finance charge, you understand that the down payment is illegal, and you understand that they have to put insurance in there. And they got to disclose your right to rescission, and you see that's not in there, and your finance charge, like my finance charge on my charger was like $17,000. So for every violation, it's not $1,000 like when you're dealing with the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. They got to pay you.
Put down $17,000?
I didn't.
Oh,
bro. No, I said the finance charge was $17,000.
My bad.
I put down $1,500.
Okay, yeah.
See what I'm saying? But the thing is, what they don't tell you is that they got to disclose the right to rescission, bro. Now, you know what the right to rescission is. Now, after I tell you, you're going to see why they don't. So you got the right to rescind on any contract. So when you have a right to rescind, that's pretty much saying, one, you can say, I don't want this car. Like, I'm exercising my right to rescind. But what they have to do, let you keep the car and give you the value of the car in a check. 15 U.S. Code 1635. You think I'm lying?
Hold on, you telling me? Hold on. So you telling me? Hold on, you telling me? All right, I want to go get a car.
Mm-hmm.
And then like a day later, I'll be like, I don't want it.
And you can keep it still. Exercise. You get 3 days. You really get, they say 3 days, but if they don't put it in the contract, bro, it's like 3 years. So they don't have that stuff in the contracts, bro. I'm telling you. They give everybody a generic contract. You don't have none of that stuff in the contract. And any of them violations makes the contract void. Any fraud voids any contract, and fraud has no statute of limitations. So if you ever put down money on a car, that's fraud, bro. Period.
Why is it fraud?
Because everything was included from your social.
Oh, yeah, because you
social pay for everything up front. You have an open-ended credit card. That's 15 U.S. Code 1602J. I think that's open-ended. So it's letting you know you got an open-ended credit plan that's connected to your credit card, which is your social. So if something has an open end, that means there's no end. Meaning there's no limit.
Damn.
That's
so
why
we are the black card.
Exactly.
Damn.
Exactly, bro.
I'm a black man and I'm a black card.
Yeah.
But this makes it deep to me, because I have business credit, but also like I get like mail from American Express telling me apply for business, for credit, and I see like, damn, once I apply for credit, I give them life. You know what I'm saying? Once I apply for their card, but like even when I get on my personal, I get things to, because I know someone that went bankrupt and people start sending them like stuff like, come get your, come finance with us. Come get back right on target with us. Like, how can they do things like that?
Because they marketing you because they need you to survive. They still corporations, bro. They need a creditor to get them credit.
And then even if you think about, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna say, think about it. How often do you send letters to the bank like, hey, bro, I'm trying to do business with you? You never do that.
No, I never do.
Everybody's sending you mail. Think about it. Facebook, Google, they selling your information so they can market something to you. Why they doing that? They need that credit, bro. They need it. Why you think everybody's saying, you ever heard Babylon is falling, man, United States is going to, because it's a corporation that's dying. It's not us. How we gonna die? We can die. I don't get, we from Detroit. You feel what I'm saying? Anything can happen around this motherfucker. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anything can happen, but it's in reference to, a lot of people know that we in a corporation, bro. That's why we got a president and vice president and secretary, bro. We ain't got no king. We ain't got no queen. We got a president and vice. You got the LLC right now. You can say, I'm the president of it. You can hire a vice president and you can hire a secretary and everything else. And then you can try to take over the world like they did if you want to. You see what I'm saying? It's all fraud, bro. Like, what we got to understand, one, is that the whole finance industry is fraud. Everything.
Damn.
Everything.
So what about leasing?
Do they need your social?
Damn.
Next.
Yeah.
Everybody needs your social to do transactions. Why is that?
So so my question about renting a house. Why do they need my social to rent a house? Why do they need my credit score to rent a house? Or rent a crib?
Bro, it's only one transaction. It's a consumer credit transaction. Every transaction is a consumer credit transaction.
So is that fraud for them taking my social number to get in there?
I mean, you can, like, it is a way you can not have to pay rent. My uncle though, he just did it. But people, man, if y'all knew the stuff that people was doing, because like I got to hold this information and I like study all day because my signature is the power. You feel me? I understand, but I knew that when I did it. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna play the game. You know what I'm saying? Because there's really people out here knowing the laws and got strategies to where they just straight up going and getting anything without putting no money down. Like they code. But so when I went in there, they gave me, it was a $50 application fee, and Progressive Leasing was financing the the bed and whatever. So it was like the bed was like $880 or $980. So same day delivery, I got the bed. Well, no, I think it was like Wednesday. I got the bed. What happened after that? I put that paperwork on. I'm not paying for this bed, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not paying for this bed, bro. It's paid for. I already paid for it. You feel me? And they know that. They know it, bro. Because they're not going to take you to court. And when I first found this out, I felt like Denzel, bro. I started looking at all these bills. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. You think you can do this shit to me, nigga? 15 USC 1602. I'm the original creditor. Credit come from me. That's how I felt, bro. I got an open-ended credit plan that's connected to my credit card with my social, bro. I own that. I'm like, you motherfuckers gonna be swimming in Pelican Bay when I get done with you. For real.
All right, so I feel like this 2021 has been like really a lot of knowledge being out here in the world.
Mm-hmm.
How you think this knowledge? Can you apply this knowledge with the new like metaverse and everything that's going on? Like, how do you apply this? Because, like you said, Babylon is falling, and clearly, I feel like they're trying to build another Babylon with another universe. So, how can we would these same laws still apply in that world?
I mean, that's a different world. That's not that. And to start it off, that's not even reality, bro. Like, the metaverse, like, and look, I'm heavy in the crypto space, bro. I invest heavy in crypto, bro. The metaverse, to me, I feel like they putting a lot of money, big numbers on it to draw people in. You feel what I'm saying? Just to get people sucked into the metaverse, because people like it just don't make sense to me. But it do make sense. It make money.
Don't make sense, but it make money.
But it's like, bro, so I can buy a ape that's, you know what I'm saying, digital, but the blockchain, they gonna always own it. But bro, I don't want to own NFT and put it on the wall in my land that's in a digital world. I want to live in real life. You feel what I'm saying? So I think they're trying to detach people from real life. But back to your question, the laws, I would just use my credit to turn my credit into cash and invest.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would do. Because at the end of the day, just because I don't like it don't mean I'm not trying to make money off of it. You feel what I'm saying? That would be my play. You feel me?
Now, can they deny you? Is it like when they deny you credit, is that illegal?
It's illegal, bro. How you gonna deny me credit when I am credit? That's discrimination. 15 U.S. Code 1691.
So even if you got like a 400,
the credit score is not real, bro. It's just a risk score, and that's by law. It's a risk score, but it's not your risk. You just credit. That's between the companies, bro. You got to think about it. If you're the creditor and you own that I'm the creditor, you're the original creditor, and credit you is the right granted by you. How somebody gonna score you on how you grant credit? You really gave the company credit to get back to you. You feel me? You gave them the opportunity to give you credit. You started that whole thing. So they can't do it. It's discrimination. Literally by law, 15 U.S. Code 1691. They can't do that. And that's an ad. They're gonna send you an adverse action form, and you just let them know, you know that, and they will more than likely, they probably give you some pushback, but they're gonna overturn it because they have to, and they don't want to go to court because they can't win, bro. And when you go to court, this is federal law. They don't want to go to them type of courts, bro.
So they have to take you to federal court.
They're never gonna take you to federal court. They're never gonna do it.
They always settle.
They can't win. What they're gonna do. I'm just only gonna talk about my experience. I done probably had about at least 5 to 6 different transactions that I've just not paid for, bro. Like straight up, just when I'm telling you, bro, I literally I might go to Rent-A-Center and get a TV, bro, just to do it. You know, I literally wake up every day like trying to see as many ways as I can perfect my processes. So like they're not gonna take you to court because they already wrong to begin with. And everybody knows it except us. The joke is on us, bro. We living in reverse. They switch seats with us. They switch seats at the table. What they say? Live spelled backwards is evil.
Damn, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Just think about it.
I never knew that.
Just LIVEEVIL. So if you just think about it.
Never knew that.
If you just think about it, it'll make sense to you when you really understand. Like just start Googling stuff about settlements with Experian and TransUnion and all these different companies. You will see that they really straight up paying people money for violating their rights. All the time, bro.
My question is, how can you, right, so you get everything together, right? You know your consumers, you know you got everything right. How can you use this to benefit you and go create the life that you want?
Can you rephrase that? I think I get what you're saying.
Basically, all right, I know all this information about like consumer and like I know I'm the creditor. Now how can I use this to live the life I want and then invest, buy assets?
Like, you know, stop paying bills.
Yeah.
How do I get this car? How do I get this house? Like, you know.
Yeah.
How can I start like, you know, really moving like an investor or a creditor?
Go extend your credit. And it's really like I'm telling you, it's really for many of calling, but only few have been chosen.
So do they have my apologies. Do they have an option to block you from extending your credit limit?
They can't deny you. I just told you, 15 U.S. Code 6, they can't do it.
Damn.
It's discrimination.
If we
are creditors, bro.
Think
about it. If we are creditors and they both let us extend, why they can't let you extend? You got an open-ended credit plan just like we do. So why you can't extend? That's discrimination. They can't block you, bro. And if they do, you got to just understand the law, read 15 U.S. Code 1691 until you really understand it and put that paperwork on them, bro.
So how do you go about sending it to them? Like to the local office, or do you send it to an email? Or is it like a rep?
You do everything through the mail. Everything through the mail, bro. I do everything through the mail.
So it's a paper trail.
Exactly. They trick you to go. Why? That's why they want you to go paperless. No paper trail no more. Now it's easy to just get over. You feel what I'm saying? The CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, they on our side. They protecting us. So when I let them know what you doing, that's your ass. That's the power we got. That's how we enforce our rights. We start the paper trail with these companies, and then we let them, if they don't do what we say, we let them know, hey man, they ain't doing it.
This is heavy, and it's a lot of knowledge, man. And when I think about, just the knowledge and the information that you're dropping, it made me think about Brother Risen, how he be dropping stuff about the CDC and stuff like that. So my question is, because people ask Brother Risen this all the time, like, you have all this information, but you obviously can't be the only person with this information. What stops people, from revealing the information? Is it because in his instance, it would be getting paid off? But how do you pay somebody with this type of knowledge, or how do they pay other people with your type of knowledge off?
Bro, like, lack of morals. That's all I can say, bro. Like, my life path number is a 5. So if you understand a life path number, it's pretty much like numerology, but when you get your number, it tell you what your journey is. And the 5 is about freedom. So this information is freedom. It's literally my journey in life to bring freedom, bro. Not only to myself, but to others, bro.
Mine's a 1.
It's nothing. See, so you a leader.
Yeah.
So like, it's no way that I can stop, bro. We all like, for one, like, I come from a struggle, bro. And I take it very personal because not only was they stealing from me, they stealing from my mama, bro. You feel what I'm saying? My grandma, my dad, you feel what I'm saying? They all had to live these lives a certain way because they didn't have this information. And I got it, and I'm not going to tell nobody because I'm selfish or I'm the one who know it. Come to me. No, bro. Each one teach one. How we gonna build? How we gonna build a community back up? If I want to be, that's just like in some churches where everybody just honor this one pastor, put him on a pedestal. No, bro. Our body is the temple, man. And I'm really like one of them people who I believe that I'm very strong in believing that, bro, if I can teach you something, and you can teach me something, now we building. And if you can teach something, you bring it, now we building. Now we raising our vibration. So the higher our vibration comes, we're going to start attracting people with them vibrations. And that's how we manifest what we need to manifest while we on this journey. We don't know how long this journey going to be, but for sure don't hold information. That's energy. Energy is not meant to be held in. It's meant to be shared.
And transfer,
Yeah, that's all it is. Energy don't die. So how much are you going to hold in, bro? How much stuff, if everybody got an open-ended credit plan, what is you scared of? You know what I'm saying? You trying to be the number one dog, bro? Like, this ain't the dope game, bro. Help your people out. Like, that just pissed me off, bro. Stuff like that. Like, I always say mom, like, because to me, it's like an abbreviation for morals over money. So mom to me is morals over money. My mama taught me my morals, so it's like morals over money. I could never do something for money. Like, I couldn't imagine. Like, you can ask Spank. Spank could call me, and I'll call her, like, bro, and I'll just be talking about something. He'd be like, dog, where you be learning this from? Like, I don't know. Like, I just be receiving it, but I never hold nothing back ever. It's just not in me. I'm not built that way. I think people who like that that's like a cancer to the community. Just like this hardcore thug music, it's cancerous to the community. Young man growing up, and the system got us like that. Young man growing up, father in jail, or not a part of it. Mother maybe chose the system over, the food stamps where the man can't be in the house or whatever that situation may be. Now this young man is growing up, and all he hear on music is he got to kill his ops. You feel me? Now he think that's what men supposed to do, and they getting them at a younger and younger age now. They trying to kill the next generation, but we got to be the ones to stop that. It's up to us, bro. And that's how I truly believe. And I would never be able to get paid. How I'm gonna get paid off when the money not real? You feel me?
That's what I was saying. I'm like, how did they even pay somebody with information like that if you know the money's not real? Yeah, I can understand how it worked with the CDC and the health and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I was watching that too, and like a lot of people don't believe what RZA say. Like a lot of.
Because somebody else must have to know. Yeah. But you can pay them off. But in your situation, it's like there ain't really no payoff. So it's kind of like,
your power, bro. Like, I just don't get it, bro. I just don't get how you cannot be happy that you low key just gotta learn your rights and enforce them and tell your mans to do it.
But you know what's crazy? I know some people probably think you like. I don't know if you ever talked to somebody about this. They might look at you crazy. But the thing is, like how you just read off all these laws, 9 out of 10 people are not even gonna go back and read what you just read, gave out. You know, they just gonna steal out. This nigga don't know what he talking about. Or, you know, a lot of people would be like, well, the Moors did that. I ain't fucking with that because they went to jail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
well, when it comes to that, I just feel like, man, did they do it the right way, though? Everybody can say they do something, but did they do it a certain way? It's like certain ways you can do things, bro, and it's not everything. See, our problem with our people is when stuff sound like it's freedom, we get scared and say it's a scam.
That is true. That is true.
We want it to be somebody who come and literally be like, I got it for us, y'all. We all free.
I mean, that's us waiting for our savior mentality.
Yeah, that's that savior syndrome. Like everybody be like, if I was Tupac right now talking this, everybody believe me.
Hell yeah, he was our savior.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like we need to understand. Is Tupac gonna raise your kids?
No,
exactly. So you need to save yourself so you can save your own family.
I mean, it goes back to what you keep constantly repeating about the default. If he break the cookies and give it to me and I get caught by mama, I say, hey, he gave them to me. But if you say, no, you got to get the cookies and then I get it, and that's what we scared of. We scared of freeing ourselves because if it's a price that come with freedom, we got to face it. Instead of somebody freeing us and then it's like, okay, he did it, so he got it. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're like, man, I want him to free me.
Man. People don't want the liability that come with it. But bro, my thing is, if you read and learn enough, you're gonna understand it's not like you think it is. Actually, this is the way it's supposed to work. You know what I mean? You just been taught, but that's that cognitive dissonance. If y'all familiar with that, it's like pretty much you've been brainwashed. Well, your whole life you knew one thing, and then here comes somebody telling you that's all wrong. So the way it works is you can't accept that because it changes your whole reality, and that creates that's what they call cognitive dissonance. So
you think the big money boys, millionaires, being at this, this is what they,
bro,
all of them, most of them,
say all of them.
Most of
them. I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah, because a lot of them niggas going crazy right now.
Bro, Capital One, bro, all these people with these banks, they know, bro. The Federal Reserve run the world.
No, I think you talking about like the ball players and stuff, right?
No, I'm talking about them old money white boy.
Oh, yeah,
like they don't even use
bro.
cat. They just come in there and you said they don't
know, man. They too old not to know, bro. They too old.
Hey, so I wonder why Dave Ramsey told people to stay away from credit.
Bro, I don't know, bro, and he might not know either. Look, bro. I'm not trying to be on here saying this dude don't know what he talking about. Don't get me on here. Don't try to paint me like that. All I'm saying is, what I'm saying is fact.
Right.
And you read it. I didn't tell you, hey, bro, credit. I got on here and I told you to read this, and you said it out loud. You feel what I'm saying? And I gave you the reference point. If people not giving each other reference points where you can validate it yourself, then you should question that person, bro. You need to question everything. They never taught our people critical thinking. We was taught in school just straight up, all right, what's the answer to this? They gave us a question and it was multiple choice, and whatever the answer was, in our brains, that's the truth. But we never really investigated nothing, bro.
So once you learned this knowledge, was it hard to go back to work a 9 to 5?
Bro, I don't work for nobody. See, the way I am, bro, my spirit, bro, I got a real strong spirit and I got a strong intuition. So I'm not the type of dude who get information and be like, man, I don't know. What the Bible say? A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So I'm about to live this life that I know wrong, and this like seem like freedom. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't want to do that because I might be. Bro, that's a loss. Which one you gonna choose? You got to pick your poison, bro. You want to be a slave to debt and work this 9 to 5. Then your girl probably break up with you because she can't see you. Then you working 40 to 60 hours a week. You can't raise your daughter, your son. You can't raise your kids. Now the family structure messed up. Or you want to go for this and be the one in the family because everybody got the one in the family who brave enough to do it and say, forget it. I was talking about stuff like similar to this for years. Like when I first met Spank, I was talking about stuff like this. Like, and for years, I've been digging for this information and I got access to it. You know, you think I'm about to stop? No. What else can I do? You feel me? I want to master this and keep going because I got a daughter on the way and she not going to know what debt is. She not knowing debt, bro. She coming out straight. Consumer credit transactions, she going to be talking crazy. That's how it's supposed to be, bro. And if you ain't man enough and woman enough to, you know, do it, it ain't for you then. I
seen a post today, and it was saying don't put your children in. Don't give them assets. If anything, put them in a living trust. What do you say about that?
The way I say that is, bro, like I got 3 trusts, but all my trusts is foreign trusts. You know, they got 9 8 numbers. So the way my whole plan is, bro, this consumer, understanding consumer law, understanding like I got different businesses, I invest. My pops got a renovation business. Just understanding the people, bank do real estate. I got all these resources around me, and long as I'm bringing value to them, they bring value to me. I'm about to get all these assets and put them in a trust, and keep compiling them in a trust. And my daughter will be the beneficiary of that.
So how do we, like, what's the mindset we need to have now, knowing this law, consumer law? Like,
read, apply, reapply. Like, don't just read. Don't be that person that just know a lot but never got no experience, so you don't really know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? That's how they taught us. You got to go to school for 4 years and then another 4 years, and then we might hire you. Why can't they just teach you on the job? Like, the stuff, it's not gonna be perfect, bro. Like, I remember my first letter I had sent to Capital One, bro. When I look back at it, I'm like, they went for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was the law. We the foundation is the law. But the way I write them now, it's just like, I wish, you know, it's just so strong. And it's just practice, bro. It's not hard, bro. It's just, the hardest thing is gonna be you just accepting the fact that we've been tricked. That's a lot for people to be like, dang, bro, like, you mean to tell me my whole life I've been in debt and I can't get in debt? Like, when people really accept that, some people get furious, bro. Like, I did a consultation, dude was cussing me out. I'm like, bro.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, he was mad. I might post it. I ain't gonna post it on my Instagram. He was mad at it. I'm like, what you mad for, bro? He said, bro, this bullshit, man. My mama this. And I'm like, but bro, you got the information now. Yeah, bro, my mama ain't get it. I'm like, bro, she the one posted then. You feel me? And it's powerful information. So if either you're gonna accept it or you're gonna reject it, you feel me? But it's up to you for real. Like, I know the results. Like, I remember one of my consultation clients, bro, he was like, yeah, bro, I got credit acceptance, man. Nobody can get them up. So the next week, I deleted credit acceptance for somebody. Because it don't matter what's on your credit, bro. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? It's fake. How you owe anybody on your credit when you are the one who extended the credit in the first place? If it's already paid for, 18 U.S.C. 8, look that up. Everybody listening, look that up. Look it up, bro. HJR 192, look that up. Look up all these things and come back to me and tell me I'm lying. You can't, because it's just facts. I didn't make it up. I just read the facts.
So how do you increase your credit score? Like, is it possible to increase? I know you said it doesn't matter.
Missing the point.
I know it doesn't. I know the credit score doesn't matter. But let's say I wanted to like dim and dab. You know what I'm saying? I just want to like send them a letter to like give me an 800 or something like that.
No, you don't need it, bro.
I know. I know it
so
don't
like,
mean.
If you wanted to get your credit, just get trade lines, bro. People doing all types of stuff. Like, if you wanted to, like, people to go the secure card route. And to me, that's, I get why people doing it, like, because that's how I was taught in the beginning, like, get these secure cards, get these different trade lines. Like, I remember my jewelers clothes popping. It's not popping no more. It got shut down or something. But pretty much it's open a bunch of accounts and build, like, you can get secure loans from a bank and all that stuff. And eventually your score is going to shoot up. Like, my score is like a 714 or something, 724 or whatever like that. But it's not really nothing on there. You know what I'm saying? Once you do that, you can go ahead at certain banks and get a credit card or apply for a credit card and do it that way. But my whole thing is, that's how they taught us, but I'm seeing people literally apply for a credit card, get denied, and enforce their rights and get a credit card. So I want to do that. You feel me? I don't want to be paying on something every month when I could just get it.
With a huge limit? I
ain't see a huge. Well, I have seen a dude get I think he owed $13,000 on his credit card. And they were trying to get him to pay it, and then he like came across these laws, and he put him on some paperwork, and they ended up giving him a permanent $13,000 credit on his account.
Ching ching.
Meaning, like, he couldn't, when he swipe it, it's still $13,000. So it became an open-ended credit card. That's the type of stuff I'm trying to do. I don't want to be, you feel me? It's different, bro. It's a different mentality. Like, I'd rather put in the work to get to that level. And I think they said it took him a year to do that. Or I'd rather do that because once I do it, I did it. Now I know I got fat. You know what I'm saying? Let me continuously do it. And if one person did it, I for sure can do it. Because we all got the same playbook, which is the law. That's chapter 41. Title 15. Everybody should be reading that. The Fair Debt Collection Practice Act is 15 USC 1692. That tell you how all the debt collectors, everybody sending you mail and sending your own money, how to deal with them. 15 USC 1691 is the truth, or 0201 is the Truth in Lending Act. That lets you know who you are. All the beginning of the chapters, that's what we were just reading. Like, you the creditor, all that. And you keep going on, it's like, it tells you, everything is in the law. It's just like stuff you wouldn't even think. You'd be like, oh, they can't do that? Like, it's petty stuff. Like, they can't even do that. No, they can't do that either.
Hey, man, we perish due to a lack of knowledge and wealth is spiritual, man. Y'all tune in next week for another episode of Breaking the Machine, man. This is a powerful episode. Gospel Sunday, man. We got the good brother Mike in the studio with us today, man. We rocking and we getting to it. Dropping the gems, breaking the machine. That's a wrap. You dig?
Let's get it.